Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
The play-action fake. They look to throw. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Complete to number 40.
Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Number 28, Joe McMillan.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On second down, here's Mixon. And able to work his way down to the 16. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Will Lutz on for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
He'll be brought down about the 28.
Number 32.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Number 40.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Logan Wilson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Joe Mixon. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Joe Mixon.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Dolphins 0.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down,
Mixon, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Lots of look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. He goes, anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
To number 83.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a game.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure again.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
He got 29 yards that time. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
21-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Dolphins' 16-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's funny, throughout the season, we keep hearing from different coaches and players about the so-called rules, and it's different for each position. But as a quarterback, throwing across your body is supposed to be a rule that you're not supposed to break, isn't it?
Yeah, and especially with a guy coming knocking you to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
And it is now 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Miami set to take over. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week. Now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up. But relentless, that's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying it. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Third down.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
That's good for a Seattle.
A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
Brings up 2nd and goal to go.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So we've come to half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Matt Gay set to kick.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Is on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down now, Mixon, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And this is unfortunately for him a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed, uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, Dolphins.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
On the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
45-yard line.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Second and 14. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
87.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Going to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Miami.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Zay Jones. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
83.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
1 play at a time. Here we go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
So now here come the Dolphins.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The pass.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got a try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41.
The fourth down pass. Intercepted.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
The quick slant caught. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First down, Miami.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9.
This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eddie Goldman with a sack. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Ross, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Complete to Zay Jones.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. He's going to let it fly.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
You thought you had it.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,